And a warm welcome to the program. I'm Melinda Akinlami. A pleasure having you with us, and I hope you're enjoying the month of March, especially the ladies. You know, it's our month. So let's check out what we have lined up for today. We go behind the scenes to see the work ethics of some artists before an exhibition and an event. Then a textile art exhibition by this female artist. We see the details in a moment. Do stay with us.
The head will never be the tail.
Let's begin with some behind-the-scene creative moments. Our first feature is Babatunde Kesa, who is preparing for his solo exhibition. We visit his studio ahead of D-Day.
This is the art studio of multi-talented artist Babatunde Kesa. Just like any other artistic workspace, it's filled with the tools of his trade, which shows his dedication to his craft after years in school.
I'm a graduate of Arthouse Polytechnic, Edo State, class 2014. And that will be 10 years after graduating from my higher institution. And I've been practicing the arts before enrolling into the institution.
Our visit is to find out how he's preparing for his upcoming solo exhibition titled Fragments of Time.
My upcoming exhibition will be a thought-provoking show. It's all about awakening us as humans to be very conscious of time, because no one is permanent in this world, and whatsoever we do is what people will talk about, and we should always have the conscious mind of timing being fleet away gradually as we journey through this so-called world.
This exhibition is set to explore the impact of time on human experience, so it's creating a series of pieces that blend symbolism with storytelling to reawaken the mind.
My artwork mostly major on to actively awaken the mind that have been weary or looking down on themselves, to uplift people's spirits, and to make them realize that there is hope in hopeless. There are things that are being packaged, or that are there for them in future if they can deeply look into time ahead of them rather than looking at now.
The images have a lot to do with iconic symbols of timekeeping, including hourglasses and clocks, which Babatunde is fusing together as he works passionately to meet the deadline despite prices of art materials.
Based on the long years experience, that's given me some kind of ways of rendering my works. I am kind of a spontaneous artist. I use palette knife to express my thoughts, and sometimes some of my pieces can take like 2 to a week. Depends, and some depend on sizes, because it measures on sizes. Some smaller pieces can take me maybe a few minutes or hours. Depends on what I'm working on. If we said we should only look at cost of materials, we all know that everything is general to everyone. But as an artist, the cost of materials is so very is inconvenient to a lot of artists. Well, thank God for my kind of journey. I'm a producer. I produce the paint I use anyway. And though the materials we use to produce as a producer is very costly, but at least we thank God. We thank God for everything.
This artist is inviting viewers to reflect on their own relationship with time, which will be revealed when the exhibition takes place at the Ogiriko Gallery in Lagos.
From one studio to another as we move to Saheed Adelakun's workspace, also in Lagos.
Artists are thinking out of the box and embarking on projects that will help their craft grow in these times. One of them is Saheed Adelakun, an innovative and experimental artist who has explored new frontiers.
I want to believe that this is also part of art. This fashion is part of art. And I can tell that the person or the event that introduced me into this costume making is also from the art school, Yabatech, because there was a lecturer that I really cherished so much, was the one that introduced me to Lagos Carnival 2009-2010. She believed I can do it. And that was my introduction to Lagos Carnival. And I actually left school to go and facilitate for Lagos Carnival, the first ever that was played during ex-governor Babatunde Kesa. So we went there to go and do it for the first time. So we did, and from that, we did the second year, third, and then all through to 2015, where the consequent government had to stop it. So from that point, I was invited by Calabar to come because they saw what we did in Lagos State, to come and facilitate for Calabar in 2015. And I've been running that Calabar project with my team till this moment.
The Arthouse team visits his Lagos studio where the magic happens, and he takes us through work ethics which involve a group of other passionate creatives.
For my own group, we make entire costume from head to toe. We make the body wear, we make body accessories, we make headpieces, and then we make wing if there's any need for any wing, both feather and fabric wing. And we make the shoes as well. The major part of the costume that I really focused in, that I believe I'm very good at, is the frontline costumes.
I'm here today for Carnival costume, And this is something that we do mostly every some part of December. So we use this as our own form of vacation. So because we work, we do our normal artwork from January to December. So from December, we use this as a break. So if I'm to brief about my experiences as carnival costume is, this started when I was doing my IT 2011. I was privileged to be part of Lagos Carnival costume under the under Prince Saheed Adelakun. So he's my boss, he's my mentor. So I'm so proud to be under his costume. So it was that time I got to know what carnival is all about, because I know nothing about it before. So and ever since then, it has always been from one great experience to another.
However, the Calabar Carnival, where he made some of the costumes used by one of the bands, is still dear to his heart, as it entailed a lot of research beyond the aesthetics.
The carnival is beyond dancing around costume. It has become source of education. Like, let me give you an example. In 2015, we did climate change. That was when I knew so much about climate, because there are professors that interpreted the theme. We did, then whatever they wrote in their story, we now try to interpret in costume on our own part. Then we now, the people who are dancing, they interpret to dance also, as we have interpreted with costume. The float makers will interpret through their float also. So it's like creating awareness of what they want us to know. So I got to know more about climate change through Carnival Calabar 2015, 2016. 2017 we did migration. Migration, you see Japa that is now popular now. I've read so much and we've done so much about Japa in 2017. You know, migration, that we were talking about creating awareness. I believe that even the level of Japa, if you go to that Cross River state, I'm sure they will not have percentage of other states in terms, because the people understood that thing before now.
Even though the festival has come and gone, the opportunities it gave this artist and others still linger.
I want to appreciate Cross River State to continue. I want to appreciate them for what they are doing, and I want them to continue the good work they are doing in the tourism sector. And I'm also trying to appeal to other state governments to at least emulate Cross River State and to wake up Lagos, to wake Lagos back, because I don't know why they have to stop something like that. Because I can tell only me in one band, Bayside Band, Cross River State, Carnival Calabar 2014, only me, I have about 40 people on my payroll. Imagine the other 6 bands in the same Cross River State. These are youths, you have seen them. The artists will get money to buy material to work. The fashion designers will rather buy machine or to buy something else. So the student will have a little bit money to assist themselves. So imagine if only we have about 40 people to be paid for the period of December. Now imagine the 6 other bands. Now imagine if, meaning that imagine only Calabar would have empowered about 1,000 youths for the carnival production. Now imagine if we have other states doing something in tourism sector.
He encourages artists to have an open mind and be able to be ingenious enough to foray into other aspects of creativity.
Really intriguing to see all the grind and the sweat that goes on before the exhibition actually takes place. It makes you better appreciate it when it's D-Day. Okay, we're taking a moment now. Arthouse returns with more, so do stay with us.
History is being made here in Abuja, and we're so very proud that we're part of this. And the history that's been made has a lot to do with the art also. So, and then when they say Guinness World Record, say when you're breaking through that, you already have to know that it's not just an ordinary task, it's enormous, enormous, enormous. This is far much heavier than we would have said. when you're talking about 12,303 square meters of art, I think about the biggest in the world today, you should know that that is not just an easy task. It's not just what you call an uphill task. And there's a distinguished gentleman who is by my side here, who is so very, very much responsible for that today happening.
He's very meticulous. I just got to realize that even more now, that my son is a very meticulous young man. And so he deserves every honor. He deserves every attention. He deserves it because he's not doing it just for himself or just for his family, but he's doing it for all the autistics all over the world.
It's Women's Month, so little wonder that most of the works of art we have are either celebrating women or attributing different things to women. Let's begin with Free Like a Bird. Is an acrylic on canvas work done by Ogechi Animation. Then Nathaniel Areo has Love Language done with acrylic on canvas. Then Intimacy is a mixed media on board work by Raji Folorunso. Ready for the Party is a mixed media on canvas work as well by this artist. Then Black Essence is a mixed media on canvas work as well by Adebayo Taiwo. Devotion is a fabric collage painting done by Agunwa Theophilos. I Have a Dream is a newsprint on canvas work by Richmond Ajay. Then Veil of Silent Sorrows is a piece by Kingsley Abeng. It's done with charcoal and pastel on paper. He's encouraging everyone to just be kind. If you can't be anything, just be kind, because people are dealing with a lot during this period. And that's true, Kingsley. Thank you so much for that piece. We appreciate everyone for sending in their works of art and encourage you to keep them coming.
Echoes of Eko is a solo exhibition by this female textile artist at the Lagos Country Club.
Culture, creativity, and conscious choices are displayed at the Lagos Country Club in this solo exhibition by Fumi Opanubi Alasholuyi in a show titled Echoes of Eko.
It's all about celebrating Lagos. If you look at my artwares, celebrating, images and the scenes of Lagos. We're talking about the National Theatre. We're talking about the most iconic celebration in Lagos. We're talking about the Eyo Masquerade. We're talking about the Danfo bus. If you say the yellow Danfo bus, you know that that's Lagos we're talking about. We're talking about the Echo Bridge. So everything about Lagos, the Owambe, the celebration, the music, the drum beats, everything to do with the celebration of Lagos. And that's why I themed it Echoes of Eko.
The atmosphere is laced with excitement as this textile artist shows off themes that celebrate the Lagos tradition using everyday fabrics and materials.
Most times we see our artwork on the walls. So I now thought, why don't I do something that people can wear? And no matter where they go, it goes mobile. And that's making art mobile. And because I love the celebration of Lagos, being a Lagosian, I just felt that this would be a fantastic way to celebrate Lagos in different styles and forms. And that's why I have the beach hats, you know, where you go to the beach, you have the scenes of Lagos scenarios on the hats. We have it on our wares. You know, if you look at the pockets, they are made of ashoke. So I used our African materials to build on jeans material. So it's like mixing the traditional on modern form. So if you want to wear it out of the country, it's still suitable for you to wear.
I love what she does with Abe's tribal tides. She tries to bring out the African culture, our heritage, our history, our identity. Because as we can see, a lot of us battle with identity crisis. We're trying to abandon what we have, you know, for the Western world, forgetting that our diversity is our strength. We can appreciate what they have, while they appreciate what we have as well. So it brings each piece. So each piece brings about our history, our culture, traditions, and then the bond we have between humanity and nature.
The need to get more people to appreciate art propelled this multidisciplinary artist, who is already renowned for working on canvas, to push the boundaries and think of more areas potential collectors can connect with.
Beautiful pieces. As you can see, I've got the National Theatre artwork on my head. Reminds me of my childhood days. Nostalgic, really, you know. And beautiful pieces here, showcasing our, you know, our culture and our heritage.
She's like my blood artist. She's trying to come out with a different dimension in art. She's trying to move forward to see what other thing can she do out of art, and she came out with fashion art by showcasing the themes of Lagos. What has to do with Lagosians? Is it the wares of that bears the downfall, or talk of the hats? She did it, and I'm impressed. And I've never seen such a thing.
In the beginning, it was like a lot of Africans don't even appreciate art. And I felt, what can I do for them to appreciate, rather than just hanging it on the wall? And I thought, we love Ashoebi, we love to dress. We are so fashionable in this country. We love to be creative and everything. And that was what inspired me, that why don't I put that art in a way that people will wear it and come out and stand out amongst other people. Do you understand? And that's what inspired me, that, I think this would be a good idea. And I just started, like play. And now I've been able to exhibit. This is even my second artwear exhibition.
The highlight of the exhibition is a fashion parade of the beachwear segment of this collection.
Interesting concepts and designs there by Fumi. Well done. And there's more to see and enjoy, but that'll be on the next episode of the program.
On Arthouse next week. Archives and Memories, an exhibition at the Center for Contemporary Art in Lagos. Conversations on art and culture at the Quintessence Gallery in Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your Arthouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Arthouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Arthouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program this week. We appreciate you for spending time with us and look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.